You always hear about the stories of people getting kidnapped. It's scary, but it's never real until it is. When I was a freshman in high school, my sister and I had early morning seminary. On Fridays, one person in the class was assigned to bring donuts. It was my Friday. So we left the house, we took my mom's minivan, and we had to get gas as well as donuts. We go to the gas station, and we get a call from my dad, and he says, you brought the wrong card with you. Before you get donuts, come back and switch out the cards. So we were like, okay. So we turned out of the gas station, we turn into our neighborhood. And in our neighborhood, there's a long road that you go on, and there's 3 turns. We're this 3rd turn back here. And when we turn onto this long road, down here, right before the 3rd turn that we turn on, there's this white van that was just sitting there with its lights on. Keep in mind, it's 5:30 in the morning. I immediately, skeptical, look at my sister and I say, that's weird. As we get closer and closer to the car and closer to our turn, I say, you know what? I'm sure it's nothing, but go ahead and just turn into our driveway and turn the car off really fast so that we don't draw attention to the house. Again, thinking it was nothing, because if I thought it was something, we would have stayed in the car. Turn it into the driveway, turn the car off, start to get out of the car, and this white van is turning on our street. We start to freak out. We start to run up to the front door. Meanwhile, this van parks in front of our driveway so that if we wanted to back out, we wouldn't be able to. He was blocking us. So we're running up to the front door. The white van moves up just a little bit to be more in front of our house. My mom's keys are this massive ring of keys. And so my sister is juggling and wrestling through these keys to try and find the house key. Meanwhile, the white van's car door opens. And so she finally gets the key, but she's obviously shaking and freaking out. I'm yelling at her to hurry. She finally gets the door unlocked, but as she's getting the door unlocked, he grabs my arm. Eventually we get the door unlocked, and as we're screaming, and he runs back into his car and drives away. We were blown away. A few weeks, so then my dad jumps in his car. He goes to look for this white van. He doesn't find it. And we were just kind of like shaken up about this. A few weeks later, we didn't see him again. So a few weeks later, I woke up with this weird feeling in my stomach. And I just was like, you know what, Alyssa, stay back. I'm just going to take a scan outside. And so I step out the front door. I kind of step into the middle of the front lawn, and I just kind of look from side to side. And sure enough, on our street that morning was the white van sitting parked in front of a house just a couple houses down. Car on, just like it was the first night. To this day, I am so grateful for the spirit that I felt, telling me to check. Because at that point, we had our own car and we were parked in the front yard and would have been easy targets at that point.